My name is Jeff Davis. I'm your Alumni Association Director here at Mississippi State, and I'm so thankful to have all of you tonight as we honor some of our best chapters and volunteers of the Mississippi State Alumni Association. We've got a big weekend this weekend, and we can't thank you enough for all you do to put energy, time, and resources into our university and the impact that you're having not only on our students, but our future students and your local communities. It's now my great pleasure to introduce your National Alumni Association President. He's a 1990 graduate of MSU and resides in Houston, Texas. Happy Go Texan Day, by the way, Patrick. He's served the past 2 years in this role. He's flown a lot of planes from Houston to Jackson and driving in rental cars that I could not fit in. Today, Patrick presided over his final board meeting, but please welcome your MSU National President, Patrick White. Are we doing this? Is that correct? Thank you, brother.
Hail State, everybody. Hail State. Right on. So it is an honor to be with you guys here tonight. I love Mississippi State, and I like people that love Mississippi State too. So thanks for all you do. This is your night to celebrate. We want to honor some of our best chapters and obviously some distinguished volunteers who've done wonders to represent Mississippi State. So thank you to all of you. Before I have a few more other remarks, I wanted to read a little story to you, if that's all right. But I better get some glasses on first so I can see the doggone thing. An Ole Miss fundraiser, that's right, in North Mississippi realized that they had never received a donation from one of the area's most successful lawyers and notable alums. The fundraiser in charge of contributions called him to persuade him to contribute. He says, "Our research shows that out of a yearly income of more than $870,000, you give not a penny to charity. Wouldn't you like to give back to Ole Miss in some way?" The lawyer thought about it for a minute. He replied, "First, young man, did your research also show that my mother is dying after a long illness and has medical bills that are several times her annual income?" Embarrassed, the fundraiser mumbled, "No, sir." "Second, that my brother, a disabled veteran, is blind and confined to a wheelchair." At this point, the fundraiser began to stammer out an apology, but was cut off. "Third, that my sister's husband died in a horrific traffic accident, leaving her penniless with 3 children." The humiliated fundraiser, completely beaten, said, "Sir, I just had no idea." The counselor said, "Young man, the fact of the matter is, I don't give those SOBs any money. Why should I give any to Ole Miss?" Hotty freaking toddy. Well, fortunately, we have a servant's heart in this room. And you guys give back in all sorts of ways. And it is so appreciated by this university and this Alumni Association. There's a number of things we're thankful for. We're thankful for your time, definitely at the times when it takes you away from your family to give to the Bulldog family. We're thankful for growth, that maybe you just showed up at an event as a volunteer, and next thing you know, you're leading a chapter. That kind of happened to me one time. Yeah. We're thankful for your leadership. Thanks for being the influencers and the cheerleaders and decision makers instead of just being one of the crowd. Whether you're attending local college fairs, you're organizing the game watching parties, all of these things make a difference by engaging others. We're thankful for your team building. We thank you for your inspiring times of joining the local chapter and making each event successful as a team. You know, it's hard mobilizing others and getting people to participate. But always remember, no one can do everything, but everyone can do something. And we thank you for being a treasure. Thank you for the donations, things you've done to invest in MSU, your local scholarship funds, Bulldog Club members, season ticket holders. All of this obviously makes a difference. But what's important to me and mine is family. We're all family. And it's important that we continue to grow this place and make it a prosperous endeavor. So thank you on behalf of our entire Alumni Association nationally. I just say thank you, and good night, and Hail State.
Thank you, Patrick. Our first recognition tonight is our 2022 honor chapters. These chapters met chapter recognition requirements in various categories. This year we have 33 honor chapters. Flip over your programs and the honor chapters are listed. I'll ask that a representative from each of our Mississippi honor chapters begin making their way forward, and you'll receive your honor chapter banner and we'll take a group photo, so please remain up front. So if you're listed, the representative from your chapter in Mississippi on the honor chapter list, please start coming forward to receive your banner as I call out our chapters. Our 2022 State of Mississippi honor chapters: Adams Franklin Wilkinson, Atala County, Clay County, DeSoto County, George Green, Grenada Montgomery, Lauderdale County, Lee County, LaFleur Carroll, Lincoln Capaya, the Mississippi Gulf Coast, Panola Tallahatchie, the Pine Belt, Simpson Smith, Tate Tunica, Washington County, and Yazoo County. Congratulations to our 2022 Mississippi Honor Chapter.
My tall people in the back. Like choir. Majority in the front. Perfect. And then actually we can point those to go this way. Or if y'all want to. Perfect. Looks good, guys. All right. Looks beautiful. All eyes right here for me. Perfect, guys. Beautiful. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And 1, 2, and 3. Beautiful, guys. Congratulations.
Y'all did excellent, excellent. I'll now ask that a representative from our out-of-state honor chapters to do the same and make their way forward to receive their honor chapter banner. And also please remain up front for a group photo. Our 2022 out-of-state honor chapters: Baton Rouge, Louisiana; Greater Charlotte, North Carolina; Greater Cincinnati, Dayton, Ohio; Dallas, Texas; Greater Fort Worth, Texas; Huntsville, Decatur, Alabama; Memphis, Tennessee; Mobile, Alabama; Nashville, Tennessee; the Greater New Orleans, Louisiana; Northeast Florida; Northwest Florida; Rocky Mountain, Colorado; Smoky Mountain, Tennessee; South Texas; and Washington, D.C. Let's congratulate our out-of-state 2022 honor chapter.
Beautiful, guys. That's wonderful. 1, 2, and 3. So perfect. 1, 2, and 3. And 1, 2, and 3. Congratulations. Very good.
Unveil the cowbells. At this time, we will recognize our most outstanding chapters of 2022. These chapters have gone above and beyond their efforts to engage alumni in their respective areas in supporting MSU financially through chapter scholarships, engaging volunteers to serve MSU, providing opportunities for alumni and friends to gather through hosting programming and events in their local area, and helping recruit the next generation of Bulldogs to attend MSU. We'll recognize the small, medium, and large Mississippi chapters and the small and large out-of-state chapters in the 3 categories, with 3rd place receiving bronze cowbells, 2nd place silver, and our top chapters will take home the coveted gold cowbell. As these outstanding chapters are announced, I'll ask the representative to come forward and receive their award and remain up front until their grouping has been finished for a group photo. National President White, will you please come forward to present cowbells to our outstanding chapters? And in the program, you don't know which one you're getting. That's pretty cool. Maybe that's why there's so many people here. I don't know. Our 2022 bronze cowbell chapters. Birmingham, Alabama, Jonathan Boyd. Central Mississippi, Selena Davis. Greater Chattanooga, Tennessee, Steve Brandon. Lawrence Jeff Davis, Mylan Nelson. Southwest Mississippi, Greg Wilkinson. Please join me in congratulating our Browns Cowboy chapter for 2022.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect, guys. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Congratulations.
And now, our 2022 Silver Cowbell chapters. Clark County, Lisa Riley. Greater Houston, Texas, Shannon Blush. Lowndes County, Adrian Morris. Newton County, Brian Norman. Greater Orlando, Florida, Michael Moore.
Right? Thank you so much.
Please join me in congratulating our 2022 Silver Cowbell chapters.
Congratulations, guys.
And now, our 2022 Gold Cowbell chapters. Atlanta, Georgia, Chandra Brandell. East Texas, Terry Boyd. Leake County, Deborah Hayes. Oktibbeha County, Nancy Duran. And Sharkey Sequina, Burt Clark.
Thank you.
Our 2022 Gold Cowbell chapter. Congratulations again to all of our Cowbell and Honor chapters for a great job in 2022. Next in our program, we'll salute 4 outstanding individual volunteers for their service and support of MSU, our Outstanding Young Alumna and Distinguished Service recipients. The Outstanding Young Alum Award recognizes an individual under the age of 35 who has committed time and energy in service to MSU and to their local community and who has excelled both personally and professionally. The Distinguished Service Award recognizes individuals who go above and beyond the call of duty in conducting the work and organizing their local chapter. This is the highest recognition the Alumni Association can bestow on an individual chapter volunteer. At this time, I'll ask to turn your attention to our video screens for a special video presentation.
The Mississippi State University Alumni Association proudly presents the annual Volunteer Awards. Recipients of these awards have demonstrated outstanding service to the university and are deserving of this esteemed honor. Outstanding Young Alumna, Evan Darnell Berry.
Growing up, I always had a knack for fixing things, and I'd always seen myself pursuing a career in medicine. So majoring in biological engineering just made sense. After networking and mentorship, my eyes were open to other interests and possibilities, and now I work at the world's largest public relations agency. From the moment that I stepped foot on campus at Mississippi State University, I knew that this was the place for me. I wasn't really sure what I was looking for in a college experience. I just knew that I needed something that felt like family for me, and that's exactly what MSU gave me. There truly is something here for everyone, from the cultural groups to Greek life to recreational sports. There are hundreds of clubs and organizations to choose from. So every student really has the opportunity to find a community that makes them feel like they are a part of something bigger. The most valuable experiences for me involved building friendships and continuing to foster those relationships into adulthood and into my career. The friends that I met while I was a student at Mississippi State are still some of my closest friends today. As an undergraduate student, I was an alumni delegate, so I knew early on the importance of joining the Alumni Association and becoming involved with your local alumni chapter. So when I moved to Washington, I connected with the chapter there through a few colleagues on Capitol Hill, and I started attending events, and that grew into more of a volunteer role. I can't put into words what it means to be selected as the 2022 Young Alumna. I'm honored to receive this award, and I consider it a privilege to be able to serve the university that's given me so much.
Distinguished Service Honoree, Patsy Lynn Folks.
I was born and raised in Amory, Mississippi. My father and his two older brothers had attended Mississippi State. I would say my father had the greatest influence on my decision to come to Mississippi State, probably not in the way he first intended. When he was a student at Mississippi State, it was an all-boys school. So growing up, he told us three girls that we could go anywhere to college we wanted to go, except for Ole Miss and except for Mississippi State. But Mississippi State is the only university that I applied to go to after I finished high school. I think the thing about Mississippi State is the greatest strength is family. And we hear that word thrown around, but I really felt like I was among family my entire time when I was a student. And I continue to see that family atmosphere on campus even today. I became involved really in the Alumni Association after I married my husband, Steve Brandon. He had been involved with the Alumni Association, and when we moved back to Amory in 2003, he became even more involved, and we started doing more things with the Alumni Association and our chapters. When we moved to Chattanooga, there really wasn't a club or a chapter, and Steve was instrumental in getting that started. And I guess really as a team, we worked together to have a successful alumni chapter in the Chattanooga area. I'm inspired to pay it forward and invest because I see what Mississippi State has done for me with the education I had, with the experiences that I had, and what it meant to the success of my career. I'm honored to be chosen as the 2022 Distinguished Service Honoree. Thank you so much for this honor, and I will continue to support and recruit for Mississippi State University.
Distinguished Service Honoree, Darlene Nikes.
There was no specific influence in my decision, although I've chalked it up to divine inspiration. As we all know, Mississippi State is God's country. It is truly the best place to call home away from home. Mississippi State's greatest strength is its family, students, staff, faculty, and alumni. It was suggested that since I love math and science, engineering would be a good path to follow. Indeed, it was a great path, and at the end, I knew exactly how much I no longer liked math. It was only through relationships fostered and by some of the best faculty and staff that became friends and eventually family that I finished that path. I reached out via email to the alumni office, and soon afterwards, Janet Downey called and asked if I could attend a meeting of a few Hancock County alumni that were interested in reviving a chapter. It was a slow process. Before long, we were being acknowledged and awarded for our efforts in our community and by the Alumni Association. To me, paying forward means expanding its future, and that can only be achieved by enrolling more Bulldogs into our family. Being honored as a distinguished servant to MSU simply means that my Mississippi Gulf Coast chapter family is doing something right. We're continuing to move in the right direction. It means that we have an amazing, supportive group of alumni and friends that share a common goal, representing the best university our state has to offer, being the Bulldog brand in our local communities, and above all, encouraging and assisting new students in joining our MSU family.
Distinguished Service Honoree, Nancy Verdon.
My decision to attend Mississippi State was probably strongly influenced by the fact that I grew up in an agricultural community where most college alums were Mississippi State alums. There was a strong alumni association presence that had annual events for students, had the opportunity to attend athletic events on campus, and there was just always a strong influence from Mississippi State. I chose a major in business with an emphasis in marketing and advertising because I enjoyed writing and art, and math seemed to be a good fit. I had a great relationship with professors. That relationship proved to be valuable, both while I was there and opportunities that were made available to me, and also as I began my career in banking. Upon returning to my hometown after graduation, it seemed only natural to become involved with the already well-established Mississippi State Alumni Association. Probably about 4 years into that membership and involvement, I was asked to be the secretary-treasurer. When you're a banker, they always ask you to be the treasurer. But at any rate, that opportunity has now lasted 45 years, as I am still serving in that capacity. When asked what inspires me to pay it forward and to invest in my alma mater, I quickly answer that it's not only my love for the university, but the inspiration and influence of those who've come before me. Sharing the common bond of supporting Mississippi State enhances friendships on a personal basis and certainly strengthens our local alumni chapter. I am honored and humbled to be selected as one of the 2022 Distinguished Service Honorees. I know in my case this is not an individual award because it is supported by the enthusiasm and commitment of the leadership of our local chapter. Together, we accomplish quite a bit. We celebrate the university together, and I am so proud to share this award with them. Hail State!
Congratulations to Mississippi State University's 2022 Outstanding Young Alumna and Distinguished Service Honorees.
We'll now formally recognize these 4 individuals who've made significant contributions to our university through their dedicated service and support. National President White, will you please come forward to present our honorees with their awards? If you'll please come forward as I call your name and pose for your photo, and then the distinguished service, if you would also remain up front for a group photo after your individual shot. Our 2022 Outstanding Young Alumna, Evan Berry, Washington, D.C. Our 2022 Distinguished Service Award recipients, Patsy Folks, Chattanooga, Tennessee chapter. Darlin Nikes, Mississippi Gulf Coast chapter. Nancy Verdon, Sharkey-Essequina chapter.
I got this from ringing the cowbells too long. The golden cowbells.
We'll do one and then all. One and all. Evan, hold on, Darnell. Evan back in, Patrick back in. Once again, let's congratulate these individuals on this honor. And Patrick, great job. You're coachable, and it's important in life to be coachable. So that ends our formal program for this evening. I'll remind you, our volunteer leaders, check-in for tomorrow's leadership conference starts at 7. So me, Michael, and Janet will be here by 6:30. Along with breakfast, and our first agenda program item will begin promptly about 8:15. And we'll be right back here at Hunter Henry. As we wrap our evening in maroon and white, we'll hope you'll stay and enjoy some drinks and fellowship for a little bit longer before you call it an evening. Again, we want to thank all of our chapters for all they do, all of our recipients for all that they do for our university, and we look forward to seeing many of you tomorrow. Good night, everyone, and hail dear old state.